nutritional parameters, nutritional standards, and nutritional qualities not being wasted during the process of either processing or branding or boiling or whatever it is the process. So these are the different storage processes. We have capacity by end of 2000. On 2019 we had around 390 lakh tons storage capacity, and still we feel shortage of 12 lakh tons capacity. That means there is a huge demand. You can see here, I have given you the existing scenario. Why I am giving you all this data is, these are the students, we can just try to find out where there is your scope to bridge the gap and make money out of it and earn from it, become an entrepreneur. So before I tell you what are the scopes for the government, you can see maximum number of cold storage there are in Uttar Pradesh. Karnataka is 189, when Uttar Pradesh got more than 2,000 cold storages, and we have 189 cold storages. What does it indicate? And that too, 90% of the cold storages in Karnataka are private cold storages. The government sectors, except some few competitive cold storages, we have around 3,500 tons storage capacity. In fact, I'm just showing you the students that innumerable number of products could be prepared. You look at the example, just from cereals we are making so many. Now bread ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, cake ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, cookies ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, muffins ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, laddus ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, chocolate, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ on cereal products. And you see how much money we are making entrepreneurs by this. You look at the Nestle, the MNCs, they are selling only one product of maida, Maggi. How much money they are making? Hundreds of crores in a year only marketing in India. They are making with one food product. There is a lot of scope in the food industry to make money. That is the reason a lot of startups, lot of FUs are coming up on food industries and also millets. So here I also show you different types of milk. What are the different products? I'm just showing you, I'm not explaining anything. The picture explains. I was telling you the cheese. When I was traveling in Western countries, I used to see innumerable 400 varieties of cheeses. I have never seen in India, except for paneer, and now Britannia and some people are doing. Here, banana. How many? A lot of products can be made out of banana. Banana juice, banana flour, and yogurt could be prepared. Many people do not know banana beer could be prepared. Almost beer can be, or fermented drinks of wine can be made from any. I am the one scientist as a food microbiologist in the beginning. I just made protocols from wine making from pomegranate and also the pineapple during my courses period. So like that, you can see the aquaculture based value added products. We say in the beginning, somebody said in the, our Director of Education said that we are reached of 329 million tons of food production. But that is only of the food grain production. We produce 900 million production. 9 billion eggs we produce, meat we produce. That is also counted as food. So if you talk total food products, we are almost reaching 1,000 million tons of food production. We are number one in the country. Till 2021, India has never been a export country, food export country. And if you know, in 2021, when all the industries were collapsed, and COVID-19 was a very deadly disease, and that year the highest production happened in Karnataka, 160.02 lakh tons. When all industries were collapsed, except health department people are active and agriculture department was active, farmers are active. We have to thank again the farmers for producing the highest production. From 1920 to 2021, the Karnataka production was 10 times more than the previous year, whereas the national average was just 2 to 3% was higher than the previous year. So this is the strength of our farming in Karnataka. So now, again, see the mango. In fact, when I was doing my PhD, we used to stand in a queue for this kind of products. I I used to say in Russia, you prepare the bombs, atomic bombs, hydrogen bombs, you people don't get the bread and butter. So you used to stand in a queue for even onions also, and this banana and all these mangoes. They're very interesting thing there. So again, the pomegranate, even the astronauts, Kalpana Chawla mentioned, they are being provided with the pomegranate food products. You're not knowing. That is the one crop which helps you to cure your radiation diseases. Because I have personally, I was told, practically shown in Russia when I was doing my PhD about the importance of this pomegranate. That is why when I was producing only the biofertilizer, no one was listening to me. Then I started innovating a fermentation technology, became a fermentation technology, got a 5 crore project, started in the viticulture enology program up to 1 year PG diploma. And so that is how we need to focus on new products. So jackfruits, you do not know, we are wasting so beautiful, value-added cattle feed to be prepared. Out of that waste, we can create wealth. So this is another area where we can produce, particularly in the Malnad area, is all this Kurd brand is already existed in spices, candies, ginger, all these products. So this is another area where our students can think of this. So a lot of seed is there. The people don't like to eat because a lot of the seed material is there. If you make a bar, jamun bar, everybody will eat. Why there is a lot of demand for processed foods? Nowadays, when we were students, we used to be income generating people, our wife will be housewife. And today, both will be working. You look at anything, even you are looking for a girl who is also employed, I know. So like that, I call them as DIG groups, double income groups. Both are empty. They don't have time to cook. You have seen in the Bombay local trains, the woman, now working woman buys and they process the vegetables on in the train itself. They don't have time. So earlier we used to spend time to earn money. We are now spending time to earn the time. So that's what happened. That is the reason now processing fruits are in demand. So only thing is, as our medical practitioner said in the beginning, we need to keep the quality standards. So these are different chemical engineer. The amla roasted apple. So how beautiful urolithic. The woman can make money out of it. People staying in L&D, the people staying in 14th floor will not come to buy tatteyinda, taveyinda, tatteyinda, vattege. They don't have any time in between. So that is the life now. We need to produce the food demanding to the suitable. So this is simple. Even simple vegetables, they are just only made into pieces. You have seen the pickles, Aptamedi pickles, so much of demand, so much of value. And now R&D that I don't want to deal much. There are some food companies which are really making a big business in India. And even the idli dosa better. See this gentleman. He is Mr. Pishi Mustafa, founder and CEO of ID Fresh. You know his turnover, a person, young guy, his turnover in 2015-16 was 100 crores. 100 crores. Now 700 crores business is making only in the selling and marketing and business of fruit product, processed and branded products. So this is how a lot of demand for ready to eat foods, ready to serve foods, semi-processed foods. So all these things and come to the stage of export. And so far when we export from 2021, now onwards, our Indian food exports have crossed the value of $50 billion, out of which $10 billion are food exports, rice exports. Almost 50% of the. So that is how in 2022, even 23-24, we have crossed $50 billion. So that means earlier, the export of value-added products, today, 25 5%. We are exporting millets, but 25% of the exports are from value-added products. Ragi biscuits are being in large demand. So like that, the exports, Chandra Kumar, recently I just reviewed the guidelines of helping the entrepreneurs, FPCs, FUOs, startups, how the government can help them for the exports and quality produce, and 5 crores is being allotted, and just in the approved, what are the different scope we can give to the entrepreneurs and the exporters, particularly the people, FPCs or FUOs or youth students or entrepreneurs who are coming out with the niche products, they should be supported to export. So that is the reason, even we are going abroad to conduct the road shows by the department and allowing the CAPEC will help to put the stall, and we are inviting the FPCs, FUOs people to put their products and display their product in Dubai or in other countries to widen their business. So I am just concluding. These are the avenues, opportunities, scope, prospects in the food industry, which I said it is a sunrise sector. So more than the people who are involved in the production, the people who can make a money in the processing, validation, branding, marketing, exports. So I once again thank the Department of Food and Nutrition and all the people who have. I retired in 2018, but still I am in touch with the subject, and I always love to speak to the students and farmers or any delegates. And once again, thank the Vice Chancellor and all the board members and all the Department of Nutrition and all the students coming from the Nudigattu corner of Bangalore, from the Nursing College and Food Nutrition College. Once again, you are now going to be the ambassadors of making the UAS Bangalore great throughout Bangalore. So you carry that name of UAS Bangalore to all in all your nursing colleges and Food Nutrition College. Thank you one and all for listening. Thanks and
Thank you, sir, for your deliberative talk. I request University Board Member Dr. M. Chandrigoda, sir, to give away the token of love. We are here at the last technical session for the day, and it's from one of the eminent speaker, that is Dr. Josna Sripada, scientist, Center for Child and the Law at National Law School of India, University, Bangalore. So the title of the talk is Right to Foods for a Better Life and Better Future Government Initiative. To give a brief introduction of the guest speaker, I request Sahana, PhD scholar from the Department of Food Science and Nutrition.
Very good afternoon to one and all present here. It's my great privilege to introduce Dr. Josna Shripad, a scientist at Center for Child and Law, National Law School of Indian University. Josna Shripad is an accomplished public policy professional with a strong commitment to advancing food and nutrition security. She holds a master's degree in public policy from the National Law School of India University Research Project. So some of her key achievements include, since 2020, she had been working as a research associate at the Center for Child and the Law, where she led a research project. She was appointed as a co-principal investigator for the research project funded by Indian Council of Social Science Research, focusing on food and nutrition security. From October 2021 to April 2022, Parliament discussed on nutrition, analyzing how policymakers address the nutrition issues in parliamentary discussions. So in 2022, she worked as a senior researcher at NIDI-IO, contributing to the study on impact on prohibition of child marriage, Karnataka Amendment Act of 2016. In 2016, she worked as a documentation consultant for the World Bank, contributing to the Karnataka Nutrition Mission, focusing on reducing malnutrition in the vulnerable districts like Gulbarga and Raichur. So from November 2022 to January 2022, she was a consultant for Gramin Vikas Vigyan Samiti, where she undertook an evolutionary study on the gender equality through mitigating drought project. So also she coordinates a Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation funded project at the Center for Child and the Law. So now let us put our hands together to welcome Dr. Josna Shripad to our technical session.
esteemed members on the dais and in the auditorium, a very good afternoon. As a public policy professional, we deal with many challenges. We're engaging with governments, we're engaging with system strengthening and a variety of things, but I think today's challenge for me is perhaps one of the most difficult challenges I've faced. The last session as a technical speaker just before lunch, amazing Bengaluru weather outside, too cozy and cuddly, and of course very comfortable seats and an appetizing presentation by my former speaker, and of course insightful presentations before that. I'm going to try and do my best to wrap this up in 15 minutes, and I promise you that your lunch won't be waiting for too long. Again, today is World Food Day, and as the inaugural session transcended and so many other speakers mentioned, since 1981, World Food Day has been celebrated amongst, say, 150 countries. In order to discuss few very relevant issues, let me just first ask you a couple of questions. This is just to toggle your memory. Okay. How many of you have had 3 full meals on all days last week? Please raise your hand. I know lunch is waiting, but a little bit of energy there, right? Raise your hand if your previous meal was fresh, hot, and well cooked. Okay. Raise your hand if you did not go to bed empty stomach. Raise your hand if your previous meal was well balanced. No, okay. Raise your hand if your socio-economic group did not impact the type, quantity, or frequency of meals that you consumed. Okay. And the last question, raise your hand if your gender did not impact what you ate or in what order you ate as part of your family. All right. So all of us who have raised our hands as part of, in response to these questions, are in fact privileged, because when I take you, let me give you a glimpse of what the less privileged or what hunger really looks like in some of the other parts of our country. And these are just quotes that I've taken from a recent edition of the Outlook. And you'll be starting to know that hunger, malnutrition, starvation deaths actually exist, and these are stories that some of them, and like now, some of us, it's going back to our traditional roots. For some of us, it's something to do with taking away all our stress. All of us are guilty of stress eating. And for some of us, it is, a mundane daily routine. Sometimes when we have food cravings, we have Swiggy and Zomato coming to our rescue, right? How many of us are guilty of that? Most of us, right? So, all of this that we're talking about, the food on our plate, actually travels a long journey. Whether we're talking about how and where it is produced, whether we're talking about processing, storage, quite many things. For example, our income status, our gender, our livelihood, what is on our plate. So what you see here are bubbles of factors that influence what exactly is our plate. Now when we talk about right to food, why is food even a right? Do I need to bracket it as a right? Isn't it basic? It's water. It's like water, it's like air. It's something that you and I are all entitled to. However, the very history of right to food, how it was really articulated goes